We're ahead of schedule. Welcome back. It's part 2. It's the nightcap of the Power Hour this week. And returning triumphantly to this show is our good friend Backwoods Brown. Backwoods! Shot caller, how you be?
I am great, Steve. I am beyond thrilled and appreciate you guys having me back on. It was so much fun the last time, and I cannot wait to get into the conversation and see what kind of craziness Red has to say and what stories that we have to tell that we didn't tell last time.
Always stories with us.
This is my favorite show because I don't have to do any work. I just sit here and listen to it. I get to be the fan that I am. Backwoods, busy October for you. That's why we're here. You had a show on Saturday. Let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. As I have so happily dubbed it on social media, this is my October Madness tour because my schedule is ridiculously busy. This past Saturday, we had One Fall Entertainment presents Game Over, our last show before the Big Pink Heels cancer benefit next week. I was in a 6-man tag match with Joey Avalon and Elite EJ Jensen versus Chuco, Axel Rico, and Oso, trying to get our tag titles back because they kind of screwed us over a month or so ago. And like I was telling you before we started recording, we went out there and toured up for about 36, 37 minutes, man. And, it was a walk in the park.
So you're tussling, your teammates with Joey Avalon?
Yeah. We couldn't get Jay. Jay had a prior commitment. So, last show, me and EJ defended the titles, and we lost a 3-on-2 Doors of Doom match. So I figured I'd even up the numbers and called in a favor to, a guy that I have mutual respect for, and Joey Avalon. And things didn't work out so well because, right as we were rocking and rolling, video played by Mojo McQueen, and I got a little distracted and took my eye off the prize.
Bruh.
I got you.
Wait, we got a timeout on the field. For those of you that don't know, when Ryan Matthews smiles, there is a timeout on the field. Go ahead, Rian.
No, he had his hands
up. Red's got his hands. So Red, you called a
two.
timeout. You only got 2 left. 2 timeouts left for Red. Think you went a little Belichick and went a little too early this time, but go ahead.
It's my show. I can call a timeout. Bruh, you took your eye off?
Dude, the lights went out and this video started playing, and he had some voodoo book, and he started, speaking in tongues and shit. And I don't know what happened. I ended up giving Avalon the lariat and knocking EJ out with a headbutt, and then I get kicked in the face.
So you not notice bits of your hair missing or something recently? Your nails?
I've been feeling weird the last couple of days since it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I am looking forward to getting my hands on Mojo next Friday, because I did not like losing those tag belts, and we had them back in our grasp. I was trying to get the tag belts back in the collection because I've kind of been on this belt collector tour the last year and a half, and losing one does not feel right.
So let me ask you this. Friday, October 21st.
Yes.
One Fall Entertainment at the Lax Tavern and Ballroom, right?
Yes, sir.
A Monsters Ball match.
Yep.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Now, I know from previous companies, but what can I expect?
Everything, including the kitchen sink, man. Mojo wants to, make a grand entrance and appearance and all this stuff, and I'm gonna step up to the challenge. To quote the one and only Doc Holliday, "I'm your Huckleberry. You want to fight? I'm not backing down." and I will be putting up my strong style championship on the line. So, you know, if anybody was at Pink Hills last year, I had an Extreme Rules match with Rhino, and we went balls to the wall. I'm planning on topping what we did last year.
Well, bro. We talked a couple of weeks ago. I need you around for certain events coming up.
Ain't going nowhere.
So I'm just saying, don't let the hoodoo and the voodoo do whatever it do. That's all I'm gonna say.
It ain't gonna do a damn thing to me. Let that be known.
All I can say is never trust a man with a shovel.
You know, I've been on the opposite end of many shovel attacks from the one and only Joey Avalon.
The one too many, you mean? One
Yeah,
too many.
I put it to you like this: he has top red with the number of low blows I've taken with that shovel.
That's his finisher, as far as I'm concerned. A low blow. That's what he does. Or he gets his girl to do the low blow for him. They're
absolutely
interchangeable at this point.
Bruh,
What?
you throw me under the bus for, bruh?
Look, I just pulled you out from under it because, you know, before, you know, you were the low blow king when it came to us being in the ring. Now Avalon is taking your place.
Hey, well, trust me, I will throw a low blow now. I mean, you know.
Once again, we have a timeout on the field as Ryan is smiling on behalf of Rion. Go ahead, Rion.
The fuck, y'all? What are y'all doing over there? We only got, what is it, 10 minutes? Y'all already just throwing everything under the bus.
Look, I'm just saying, Rion.
I'll throw Avalon under the bus. I'll throw Sierra under the bus. I'll throw him under the bus twice, and I'll take that bus and put it in reverse, and I'll back over him.
Look, I'm just saying, I've taken a lot of low blows with that damn shovel or shots to the back. You know,
that's some bad juju with that guy.
It
Go
is.
back to Rico, though.
Be right back over here.
Hey, man, so explain to the folks that are watching about the 21st, because I know what it means to the owner, but from your standpoint, from One Fall Entertainment, describe this show and what's it all about.
Absolutely, man. So Pink Hills is an organization that runs out of Sheboygan Falls. And it's an organization that does whatever they can to help out families and individuals that have been affected by cancer. They do events all throughout the year, and all the money and proceeds that they raise, they donate it back to people in need that have, you know, had cancer affect their lives some type of way. Last year, we did our first annual event with Dreamer and Rhino and Swoggle as the special guest, and we raised $7,000 last year for the organization.
Wow.
Yeah. So this year we said, well, we got to go bigger. So we want to top that 7K mark. That's why we added more special guests this year. I mean, we got Gangrel, Al Snow, we got Allison K and Marty Bell, we got EC3, we got Sunny Kiss. Like, we are trying to make this something that can go on for years because it's for a great cause.
Well, I know what this cause means to you directly.
Absolutely.
Behind the scenes. Last year, I knew what kind of standard you guys set, but this year, I saw the card. Hell, I'm mad as hell. I can't be there. This is one of those cards when you look at the full card, you say, shit, there's nowhere to go take a piss. There's nowhere to get you can't if any of these matches you see, you're gonna be like, you're gonna just have to hold, you're gonna pray to God, y'all say, okay, we're gonna take a 15. Yes, I'm gonna be the first one running to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I'm not missing nothing of this card. Please let me run this down real quick.
There it is.
You got a tag team match. The Hex versus the Maidens of Iron, with our girl, Melanie Cruz.
Absolutely.
You got a singles match, EC3 versus Isaiah Moore. And Isaiah for the past year has been ripping shit up. So
I think that's gonna be a banger, man. That's gonna be a show stealer.
I mean, so here you go. The one fall entertainment tag team championship. This is what the newest Rockers and Cal Hero and Al Snow versus La Sadat Boricua, whatever, whoever.
Los Sociedad Boricua. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Do
gonna
not sleep on La Sociedad Borica or
They're gonna
Boruca.
they're gonna
do not
get their
sleep.
ass whooped. I'm just predicting it now.
Come on now. They could win. They're tough.
Okay. We already said for the Strong Style Championship, my boy Backwoods Brown versus the Voodoo Man himself, Mojo McQueen. In a singles match. Damn if you don't take this shit from me. Well, send me a copy of this shit. Sunny Kiss versus Perfection.
Yes.
Dude. So I worked with Perfection a few months ago. I want to say July at C3 Ultimate Wrestling. Had never seen the guy, right? Dude, he came out with this full-length ass mirror, this hot ass coat. Dude, it's July. We dying. Like, don't nobody want to put clothes on, and you walking around with a full mink coat on?
Yep.
So, but the kid impressed me in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I was not expecting that. I mean, the kid can go.
He can. I went toe to toe with him last year. He was the first guy to step up for the Strong Style title, man, and he got an ass whooping, but he gave it back, so he earned my respect.
Dude, for the One Fall Entertainment Tri-County Championship, Gangrel versus Aaron Arsenal.
Yeah. And, and Gangrel's already, playing mind games. At the last show after Aaron's match, the lights went off, the Brood music hit, his Trine played, the lights came on, Aaron Arsenal was covered in blood. He got a blood bath.
Wow.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And the Cancer Cup Battle Royal.
Yep.
Now, is that new?
No, we had it last year. This year, now that's what we call wrestling. They're sponsoring it.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again. But we got Milwaukee CBS News anchor Mike Kirkhoff as an entrant in the Battle Royal.
Now, I followed him because he had done some stories based off of another company you work for.
Yeah.
And I was really like, in my head, I'm thinking, is this dude ever gonna get in the ring? Or is he just gonna be one of those reporters that just talk stuff? And so he's gonna be in the Royal. Are you gonna be in the Royal?
Okay. I got all my efforts and energy that night focused on Mojo.
All right, bro. So audio, what's going on?
I had a call come in. I had to send him a voicemail.
Tell him, damn it, we on the show. Damn it. And unless it was the better half, and then I understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, Friday, October 21st, Lax Tavern Ballroom, in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. What can I say? Doors open at 6. First match is at 7. Go to their website, Facebook page, One Falls Entertainment. Go support this great cause. Hell, like I just told you, there is not a match to get up and go pee. You got to wait for intermission, and then you got to wait for the end of the show. That's the only time you're gonna get to go.
That sounds like
an
amazing show. What a card that is. Unfortunately, Joey Avalon, in the process of ruining my life, is going to keep me in Chicago on Friday the 21st at CSW, and I have to deal with his shenanigans, but that's a story for another time. We know about this big show, October 21st, Backwoods, but it's the October tour. Tell us about the other stops that the shot caller be making.
Yes. So this Friday, the next stop on the tour is in Green Bay for WPW. I've over the last couple months have reintroduced myself to WPW just to shake things up a bit, man. And I've been having to deal with this guy Brock Hall for the last couple months, and you know he's not tired of me whooping his ass. I mean, I beat his ass at a haunted house. I beat his ass in a lethal lockdown steel cage match, and I guess he wants to talk it out and hash it out man to man. So I'll see what the dude has to say. But one of the other big things that I'm super excited about is Saturday after the 15th, I will be back at Circle B for GLCW for the dance party with Scotty Too Hottie. But that night, we will be celebrating over 1,000 days as yours truly, as the reigning, defending, undefeated GLCW heavyweight champion.
1,000 days?
Yes.
Now, wait a minute. They're talking on the TV about 700 days being something, and you're
No.
over 1,000. Does that mean
Over 1,000.
Does that
Hashtag
mean,
longer than Roman.
Does that mean we have to acknowledge you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I acknowledge you.
Every time I step in the ring at GLCW, I tell everybody, don't acknowledge that other dude. You need to acknowledge me, because I've beat everybody that stepped up. Every single person. And I ain't losing that thing no time soon.
Man, I got to call Connecticut tonight, because if you're 1,000 days, then there's some false advertising going on there.
Absolutely, there is.
I'm just saying, and somebody played a small role.
Yeah. Oh, that picture looks very familiar.
Doesn't it though? You know, a small role in them 1,000 days. I helped one day or two.
He helped one day.
It was definitely appreciated, you know.
Yeah, until I got hit. But you know, it's all good. I love you because I love you. I got love for you. And I got love for that singlet that your ass can't find.
Look, man, that singlet, no. I'm glad I cannot find it.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. So, as long as I've known you, first of all, I've known Backwoods his entire career. And first of all, so when we started in Vanguard, or he started in Vanguard and I came over in the mass Windy City Exodus, it was something about this kid, and it was like, have you ever seen somebody and you thought like, damn, once they get their shit together, they are going to be an unstoppable force. And I liked the promos he was cutting, but I felt like they weren't himself. You know, once he found out, and ain't this what I always told you, find out who you are.
Yep.
Make it you. Once he did that, man, it ain't been no looking back for Backwoods. And I'm not saying that as your boy, your mentor, like your ring work has gotten so much better. Your chops, hell, well, you already, that's the one thing that I hate you is them damn chops. Oh, so last week I told the story, and I'm gonna back up. So remember we did the Indian show up north for
yes.
whoever.
Oh, yeah. Was it for Dante? I think it was for Dante.
Whoever it was, and it was me and Marche versus you and Trump.
Yep.
And I finally got the nerve to fucking dive. I was gonna do a dive that night.
Days like this.
And you three fuckers broke kayfabe as I hit the ropes and getting ready, and y'all gonna say, stop.
Yeah. Look, man, we don't want you to die, all right?
Y'all was supposed to catch me. Y'all my boys.
Dude, yeah, we would have caught you, but it was the in between of you going through and making contact with us for us to catch you that had us scared shit.
There's no such thing as air red.
No.
I've flown since then, damn it.
Come on.
Hey, trust me, if it calls for me to fly, I will fly. I don't do it. No, understand. Here's my contract. Very little in this contract says that I will fly, but I will break it out every now and then. What you say?
You're gonna fly. You're gonna fly.
I don't have a problem with it.
You'll give me what I want.
You know, and I do have to say, Red, you know, I appreciate that, man. You know, I always when I started, I always looked up to you guys and just always wanted to be on that level with you guys. So every day it was always just trying to better myself, better my craft, you know, really like find that sweet spot that really worked for me as far as like promos and everything. And it was like one day it all just clicked. And you know, I personally feel, not even just trying to put myself over, I feel like right now I'm doing the absolute best work that I have my whole career. You know, I tell anybody right now, find another guy my size that is going to go out there and outwork me. Show me where they are. Show me a guy my size that is going out there and giving you guaranteed 25 minutes of action and entertainment every single time he's out the ring. And when you can, send them my way.
I'm not gonna lie. So when you first asked me to come up and manage you, it was like, okay. And I'm not gonna lie. When we had to go against Val Venus, so in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I'm gonna watch Backwoods really work. Even though I'm like, I've seen Val. He look out of shape. He don't look like he can go. But then you went to work. And if you watch that footage back, if anybody got footage of me, like most of my time with you, I'm in awe. Like, he about to kill this dude. You know, do we get the moniker legend now or former star or some shit?
Were you wearing a towel, Red?
Don't worry about what I was wearing. Damn. No. Damn.
So
That would have been weird.
For me, the craziest part about that night, Red, and I know you remember it, we were standing there in Gorilla. No, we were just even in the locker room, and you know, we'd see Val for 2 seconds, then he disappeared. See Val for 2 seconds, then he disappeared. So we never really, truly talked about the match. Like, you know, you and I had talked, and I had already kind of had a finish envisioned in my head. I told him the finish that, you know, we were gonna go with. He was cool with it. You know, everything else we we just worked and told a story. But the best part was we were standing in Gorilla, and I know you remember this part because Doug Basham and Al were at the monitors watching the match, and Doug grabs him by the arm and he says, "Hey, big man, this match before you, they're going short. So I know we told you 8 to 10, but we need about 15 or 20." And without no hesitation, I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I go find Val and tell him, "Hey man, they need extra time out of us." He goes, "Kid, I'm gonna be blown up just walking to the ring." I was like, "Don't worry, baby.
We got it. We can draw the time. We knew what to do.
Oh, absolutely. We get in that match and they're going like 2 or 3 minutes, and I see Val like sucking air. I'm like, oh boy, all right. Put him down, slap the rest hold on. And I told him, I was like, "Don't move until you're ready. We ain't got to go nowhere, daddy. Just take your time." And, you know, he caught his breath. He worked up and, you know, he let me lead and call the match. And, you know, that was the first time Al Snow ever told me my match didn't suck. You know, and Al has always told me every single match I've had sucked. But he was like, "You know what, kid, tonight you didn't suck." So I was like, damn, I guess I am figuring this shit out then.
Dude, the best part of that night is being in the locker room. First of all, if nobody has ever seen Braun Strowman in real life, he is all of what they build his ass to be.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was intimidated. So to see him, and then at the end of the night, he was just cool as hell. It was like,
one of the coolest dudes.
I was like, oh, okay. Your boy Swaggle, next time you see him, give him a Kente chop for me. Give him about 5 of them for me. I did Dreamwave, and he was there. He said that I make Dean, some comedian named Dean Kane or somebody sound funny. And he came out of nowhere with it. Just walked up to commentary,
Dude, that little short shit is the only person in all my years of wrestling to ever bust my nose in the ring. With an open hand slap.
Wait, you need Kente chops, just light them up.
I got you.
I love Swaggle. Swaggle is so cool. But just to sit there, hear the stories with, hell, to hear Jeff Jarrett just talk about fantasy football.
Yeah.
Like, Jeff Jarrett plays fantasy football? Like,
yeah.
What the hell? To see Earl Hebner and talk with him, and just shoot the shit. It was like, okay, like, I feel good tonight. I a highlight. I ain't gonna talk about somebody drinking 7 White Claws and winding up on their hands, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know. I know. Yeah, man, like that. I tell everybody, man, if you've been lucky enough to be on the Blizzard Brawl, like that, the locker room alone is just so much fun. It's everybody is together, just working for one cause and one goal, man. And I've been lucky to be able to do a couple of them now, because for me that was a bucket list goal that I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to get. I was like, to me, in the Midwest, it was like Battle of the Belts and Blizzard Brawl were the shows that you had to do. Like, if you made that card, it's like, okay, you're doing it. I never got the chance to do Battle of the Belts, and I started coming to that realization. I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna get that Blizzard Brawl opportunity. But to be able to have done a couple of them and be in marquee matches, is special. To have the trust of Dave Hero to be his champion and to trust me with these guys. It's amazing. And like Red said, Strowman is as big as advertised. I've unfortunately been on the receiving end of 2 of those size 16 boots, one to the head, one to the chest, and I've been knocked loopy every time. And I had to catch him on the crossbody.
Dude, I first of all, I apologize. I wasn't there for that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But what is wrong with Dave Hero? What is wrong with Dave? Today, I noticed Dave started releasing people that will appear at this upcoming Blizzard Brawl.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, you want me to cancel all my December bookings?
Yep.
I will bring Mama Red in a wheelchair.
You're going to bring Mama Red out the house in a wheelchair?
And roll her until we get there. I saw who's going to be there. And I was like, he's trying to, and see, for people that don't understand at home, let me explain. Last year was my bucket list Blizzard Brawl. And I didn't think nothing about it. I really didn't. I thought, hey, it's going to be a nice show until the doors open. And the doors really open. Fans were still coming in after the first match. There was no seats. They didn't give a damn. It was fans on the stage, fans in the balcony, fans all around. That building was freaking packed.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't move without bumping in. And then hell, you could walk and you run it into somebody. Like Ken Anderson. Ken Anderson just hanging out. He ain't got nothing to do. He just hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
who does that?
Right.
Like,
It's crazy, man. Like when we walked through the curtain last year, it was one of those moments where I just stood there for a second and soaked it all in, because you just look out and it's literally just a sea of people. Like that's all. You don't even see faces. You just see bodies. You know, and it's just one of those surreal moments. Like, damn. All right, we're here now. Let's go do it. You know.
hell, I had no other choice. I was like, okay, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
do it. I mean,
You ain't gonna tell him?
Okay.
tell us what? Tell us what?
The alarm went off. That's at 30 minutes. I just want to let y'all know that was the thing that happened.
That's a Rion thing.
So
He's got the head.
I
He's got the
next
clock.
one going.
It's got
So
nothing to do with
now
me.
we're going into 15-minute increments. So I'm just letting you know what's going on. The first
We
one was
appreciate
30. The next one will be 15. And I'm just gonna see it.
I appreciate you, Rion. I appreciate you and your time management.
Earlier, he gave us a whole list of stuff that he wanted us to do as far as time and how we need to get stuff done. So I am now taking it upon myself to get that done. The time already started, so I'm just keep that in mind as y'all continue on with the day. I'm gonna go back.
I have failed once again epically by prioritizing. Did not work out. Cactus Rack has been kind of quiet. Cactus,
Yes.
ask our guest a question. You must have questions. You always have questions.
I don't always have questions.
Oh, they're doing good. They're doing good.
You should appreciate that I'm being quiet because that means I liked the guest.
That is
I
fair.
appreciate that.
That is a fair.
I'm letting him talk.
All right, I just
I'm
want to
not
make sure you were on
starting
board
shit.
because you're a roller derby girl, and I fear everything about you. I just want to make sure you're happy. Red,
I'm very
yeah,
happy. I
guess.
would like to know where you'll be next. I want to try to make October 21st, but I'm bouting the next day, so I'm going to be in bed at like 6 o'clock.
Well, that weekend alone, so we got the big show on the 21st, but then on the 23rd, I got another big show at the Expo Center where we have Blizzard Brawl at. It's a GLCW big time wrestling cross promotion. Special guest Bret Hart. The main event is Dax Hardwood from FTR versus Jay Lethal.
Where does this take place?
On Waukesha at the Expo Center.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna have to let Hot Rod know. We're gonna have to take a little trip because we're gonna be in Wisconsin the next weekend for Mondo Lucha. So we're so we have to go the weekend before too.
Then that's another show where it's just loaded. I mean, hell, we got EC3 versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. We got Brian Pillman Jr. on the show. I'll be on the show. Joey Avalon, TW3. And the last time we partnered up with Big Time Wrestling, it was for when they had the Hardy Boys in, and that place was packed.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Since I want to say Blizzard Brawl, Dave Hero has been on a crazy run. Like, we've had Strowman, EC3, we had Ric Flair a couple months ago. We had the Hardy Boys, and now we're with Bret Hart. Like he's just on a roll, rocking and roll.
Dude,
All
I
right.
saw that.
I'm packing up the hot rod the day after my bout, and we're gonna come up.
That's an
Yes,
impressive
yeah,
guest list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and like Red said,
Kid
even
friendly?
at Blizzard Brawl. Oh, absolutely.
Kid friendly?
100%
Okay.
kid friendly.
My 10-year-old is my tiny broke best friend. We go everywhere together.
Yep, I take my kids and my stepkids to all those shows, and super friendly, kid friendly, and accommodating.
All right.
So it's a good time. That's one thing Dave is real big on. He wants to make sure his shows are extremely family friendly. That you can bring the whole family out and have a good time.
All right. Andrew, we're going to Wisconsin on October 23rd.
And so it is said, the Cactus and the Hot Rod will be up there dealing with Backwoods and Bret Hart. That's a magic right there, as far as I'm concerned. You have incredibly big shows. When does October end for Backwoods Brown?
As of right now, the 23rd will be the last day for me. I took the following weekend off because it's my stepkid's birthday. And you know, honestly, Steve, I to be 100% honest with you guys, man, I turned down a lot of bookings just because I have to be able to have the downtime for family, you know, and just to let my body heal, especially after the back surgery and all that stuff. I mean, I'm rocking and rolling on all cylinders, but you know, I do enjoy the occasional free weekend. I mean, if so, you know, some promoters had it their way, you know, I'd be somewhere every weekend.
So
Well,
I
October,
couldn't-
the
I
weekend in
couldn't get
October is go. I'm sorry, Ray. Go ahead.
I couldn't get you after the birthday party.
No, I don't know. That'd be tough because, you know, got the birthday party and I got my kids that weekend too.
You know, I'm all about the kids. They
Oh, I
love
know.
Uncle Red. They
They
love
do.
Uncle Red.
They do. So I mean, we can talk about it. You know.
I ain't gonna put you in that situation. I ain't gonna put you in. First of all, she ain't gonna kill me. So I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good. I'll call you in November.
November works, man, because I had my schedule for November and December was full because I was doing I was gonna do the CYN tour because I'm an official member of the CYN roster. But we put the tour on hiatus to, you know, do some retooling because we lost our two biggest stars. So
That'll cause you to rethink a few things for sure.
yeah, which sucks because the tentative plan was for me to work Strowman in Chicago. So
Ooh, that would be something to see, especially
Yeah.
now that he's back at the E. You would think his off appearances in the Indies would be less and less.
yeah, that's why, you know, when he resigned, it was like, oh well, we're just gonna put things on hold for now.
Yeah, I get that. That happens. Those
Hey,
kind
I might need you November 26th. I'll let you know.
Yeah, just let me know, and you know.
wait, wait a minute.
What?
You all right? Look, let's stop this for a minute. November 26th. That's Crash Tested Wrestling.
Right?
I'm the general manager of Crash Tested Wrestling. If Backwoods is coming, I got to know about this shit.
That's not. You don't need to know what I do.
I don't want to hear this ARC crap. Backwoods is not an ARC.
He's not ARC, but he's a good friend of Red's.
That I am, Steve. I am a very good friend.
I smell
And
bad.
he is VIP. So
That's
For
fair.
life. For life.
So it's all under the red umbrella.
The red umbrella. The red umbrella. What is that a thing?
It's always been a thing.
Why'd you hit me?
Because the red umbrella.
Who hit him?
I can't hit him. He's not here.
You can hit the screen.
Understand, anybody that I've ever managed falls under the red umbrella.
That should be a t-shirt. Anyway, that's not. Hey, you know what? If Backwoods isn't busy on the 26th, Crash Test would be lucky to have a man of that caliber. Although that wouldn't be the first time Backwoods Brown has been at Crash Tested Wrestling. Once upon a time, he was there as one of the OGs. So that would be fortuitous for everybody involved. And never forget the door. Never forget the door at the Don Preston Rec Center. I'll never forget that door. That was a hurricane-proof door.
It was
Backwoods-proof.
I tried my damnedest to make that door come off the hinges.
That door never was the same. In fact, they had to tear down the rec center and rebuild it because that door was broken so bad.
Like, don't put that
tear
here
down
on
the
these
whole thing.
I don't want them trying to build me now all these years later.
They forgot. Well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't forget. Maybe they are trying to send you the bill. They just can't find you. Show everybody the shirt. The Hellbilly.
That's old school.
Now, it's well documented that I'm a big Hellbillies fan.
Yes.
Any chance that somewhere down the road, the Brass Knuckles champion and the champion of 1,000 days find their way back?
Absolutely, man. For the last year or so, Jay and EJ had been coming up to OFE, and we have reformed the SOBs. So, and it was Freebird style. You never know if you were getting me and Jay, or Eddie and Jay, or me and it was all, you never knew what combination you were getting, and it was special to be able to be a part of winning those tag team championships with those two. It was almost kind of a full circle thing. So, they will definitely be back. I know their plans and some stuff is in the works to get them to come reunite with me at some other places. Jay's has been trying to get me to JWA for a while. It's just the dates always conflict with me either being booked somewhere or having something else going on.
But there is the possibility, which is that'll help me sleep very well tonight.
Oh, absolutely. That door is never closed.
If there is a tag team out there that wants to test their metal, test it against the Hellbillies. That'd be a hell of a shot. That's a banger of a match. Whoever it is, I would love to see it. I want to know more about this red umbrella.
What about it? What about it?
Smell a rat.
There's nothing to smell, Steve. Understand.
You're gonna do me dirty again, aren't you, Red?
What I do you dirty?
Yes.
Weekly, you do me dirty. Weekly.
Scout's honor.
You ain't no scout. You were
Yeah, you've got your other hand, your other fingers crossed behind your back.
Yeah, we know about that. Yeah. He's crossing.
Yeah, you crossing your toes?
Well, my legs are crossed, but I'm sitting. I mean,
Mhm.
That's what I'm telling you.
Backwoods, you see what I deal with every week. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Red, it's all right, man. You are a very, very, one in a million individual,
That's fair. All right, so it's that point in the show. We did it a little while ago. We do it every week, and the kids love it because it's fun, it's organic, and it's really cool. Red likes to give out the roses. We've lost a lot of people in the wrestling community. We seem to be losing more almost weekly at this point. And Red said we should give the roses while everybody's still alive. So yes. Red, give Backwoods the roses when you're done with whatever you're doing.
I just got some information, sir, about my next booking, sir. So my next conquest, as you should say. Backwoods, what can I say?
Hashtag.
What can I say? Man, you already know I love you, bro.
I love you too, brother.
This is one of the few cats I think our love outside the ring just helps inside the ring. From us being at each other's houses, spending time with each other, hell, just sitting on the porch shooting the shit. Hell, being in the backyard, barbecuing and drinking, and just acting a fool, and trying to figure out, don't we all got to go to work the next day?
Yep.
Partying like it was a holiday.
That's the only way to do it.
Dude, like I said, you have your character, your ring style has grown tremendously. This is one of the few young people that I knew. He knew more about Japanese wrestling than older cats that had been around. And he could pronounce names correctly. Like, I would say somebody's name and I'm thinking I got it right. He like, no, brother. No, brother. And it was like, oh, I've been saying, like, the only name that I will ever say correctly is Hayabusa. That's it. And that's only because that was my guy. Like, my two guys, Shawn Michaels and Hayabusa. Ain't that ironic? And I can't do a backflip
To save your life.
Not to save my life, but I ain't trying to either. I like living. So
You ain't flying.
Oh, I'll fly.
You ain't flying.
Yeah, right on top of you. So I mean, dude, you know what you mean to me. You know what your family means to me. I have so much respect for you again, and for us to come in. That's 15 minutes. Yay!
We're going to 10. We're going to 10 now.
We're going to 10. Yes. Let's see if we can get to 10 back. You are a awesome human being. You have overcame so much. So as your big brother, as your friend, as one of your mentors, I am proud of you. I love you to life. There's nothing you can do about it. If you ever need me in the ring, out the ring, I'm there. And again, and I just appreciate you. Just again, not too many people reached out. They say when you go through something, you find out who your friends are.
Absolutely.
So not only did I hear from Steve, I heard from Rion, I heard from Rachel, but I also heard from you, and that let me know who my friends are. People don't understand. It's still a trying time right now. But I am, I got my big boy shorts on. And I'm just taking it day by day. Today was the day I thought would suck. And actually, because I knew I would see your ugly mug tonight, I knew it would be better, dude. I mean, this ain't a text. This ain't, I get to see that face, that I love. So I appreciate all you do. Keep kicking everybody's ass up in Wisconsin. Save November 6th. Like if you're not busy that day, Now we might have to deal with some little NWA star, but don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
Oh man, I'm never worried, man, and I appreciate it, Red. You guys welcomed me in with open arms when I started, and I did what I tell a lot of young kids to do. I would just sit in the car, sit in the locker room, and shut up and just listen. And all
we can't tell those stories, not the ones in the car.
We're gonna tell the stories in the car. I want to hear those stories.
Oh, Steve, those were some after hours off camera stories.
Some stories that I might still get in trouble for.
We're gonna call that Power Hour Dark.
Yeah.
Right.
But it meant a lot, man, and it meant a lot to my mom that you guys would always look out for me and take me under your wing, and just show me the right way to navigate the business and just how to be a true professional, man. And I that's one of the biggest compliments that I get from a lot of people is how professional I am, and it's just all because it started from day one. I'm one of those guys that I believe so much in how things were done the old school way. It makes me sad sometimes looking at this younger generation and just seeing how much easier they have it and how much they take for granted when that wasn't the case back then. So I truly appreciate it, man. You have been family for years, man. You were day one, you know what I'm saying? So and even until she got really sick and was gone, mom would still pull out the old school white Soul Touches t-shirt and wear it around the house, or if she was out running errands and stuff like that. So it means a lot.
Dude, with your mom's, that was my girl, so I appreciate the hospitality that she showed us. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't have to invite us over. You could have kept it, maybe for that little intricate rookie group. But that's the thing. As you were talking, and it dawned on me. Think about how many people you started with.
None of them still work.
None of them. And I thought about that the other day, and I'm sitting there and I thought about two. Overload and Amazing Quan.
Yep.
And it dawned, and I remember the show we did outside somewhere in the pavilion or somewhere, and it was me and Diamond and
yep. That was when I debuted. I worked Virgil.
Right. And I just thought about it, like, where are these guys at now? So I don't know what Overlord is. I know Quan is now, he's a happily married man. He's crazy. They were crazy in love back then too. So, but now he's driving trucks, and he's happy driving trucks.
Yeah.
But I thought about, where are all these guys at? Even the guys that started the company.
Yeah.
Gone. Look at Rihanna, gone. They all gone. Like, dude, we are becoming like dinosaurs.
Yeah,
like,
the last dying breed, man.
We are still here. And
Valiance.
What?
The Valiance.
Yeah.
The Army of Anarchy.
Gone.
Even Ivan Manson, the Nose Crew, Cyanide.
Yeah, Manson just had his last match. He's done.
Yep.
Lamar Titan. Those guys, like a bunch of those guys, just
Isaiah's.
All just that whole crew.
And Rihanna,
like a bunch of those guys are just.
And the crazy thing, Rihanna, is like, I used to look at those guys and I always felt like I wasn't as good as a lot of those guys. And I always thought that's how everybody else looked at me, because I never really felt like I was in that clique, in that group. I was always kind of on the outside. And then I look back and I was like, well, damn, they all gone. And, I'm sitting here rocking and rolling. Like, I guess things shook out the way they were supposed to.
Dude, I look back, and when you said that, but I had thought about it probably a couple of days ago. Quan posted a picture, him and his wife, I think it was their anniversary. And it just hit me like, he doesn't wrestle anymore. And then I started thinking about, like, Virgil's birthday just passed. And I'm like, he don't wrestle no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, part of me said, why am I still doing this?
You know why.
I know why. I know.
You ain't diving.
I am, but
you ain't diving.
Nobody understands, and I think Backwoods says it best, that this generation has it easier, where we had to seek bookings. I've never seen a generation where promoters, all they got to do is see one spot on somebody's Facebook page or YouTube,
and they get booked.
And they getting booked. They don't care if they can tell a story. They don't care if they just want that spot.
Yep.
In their show.
I said this at the IPW show. I wish I had the opportunities that these guys have now.
He did say that.
Oh, absolutely.
I like, no bullshit. When I was back, I wish I had the opportunities to just go and do stuff the way that they have now.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude, that's what, if you think about what Kawana said earlier.
Koa.
You couldn't, in Windy City, you couldn't just work anywhere. You could not just say, hey, I'm going to work for such and such this weekend. No, Sam didn't play that shit. You were Windy City. You worked only Windy City shows. Unless you were so high on his list that he allowed you to. And hell, for the years, that was the Mike Anthony's and the Steve Voz's, you know, who were getting on Shotgun Saturday nights. You know, that was the Christopher Daniels. You know, hell, the rest of us are like, okay, Sam, so we just stuck here. And I was the one that broke that mold and was like, hey, Sam, there's a little company down in New Lenox that wants to run, and me and Marche want to work there. And he was like, New Lenox, where's that at? Oh, that's way down there, Sam.
Way from you, Sam. Way from you.
And he was like, okay. And we ain't never looked back since. Like, we booked every week now. Just some of us on TVs tonight. Not me, but
So you're gonna
5 minute increments. Put on another 5, just putting on there, just letting you know. That'll be
this has become a thing like the fax machine was a few weeks ago. So you're gonna bring Backwoods in to deal with Marche. That's your play?
I didn't say I would do that.
You just said it. You said you want to have him deal with someone from NWA, and you just made another comment.
But I have 2 friends turn on each other
Yes, you
for
would.
my benefit.
You would.
Backwoods, would I do
In
that?
a minute.
No.
Thank you. Somebody didn't understand.
And if Red really had an issue, I have a bunch of friends in NWA also I could call that, could take care of situations.
Right, but
hey, Rachel. He has so many notes. He has so many over here. He's not going to get to the notes. He has so many.
There are a lot of notes.
There's so many notes.
Did you use my government name?
Yes, I did. And I'm fine with that.
I'm
fine with it. Because I know what I realize the ass whooping I'm going to take. I'm willing to take that. That's my role. I take all the ass whoopings.
Well, let me just say,
because there was no way that I could get anyone else's attention out of that other than to call your government name based on how this played out. So I will go back to calling you Cactus, but this is the only way that I was going to get.
That's like literally like what my daughter had to do when she was younger. Like I'd be so single mom working all the time. Like I was always spaced out that she'd be like, Mom, Rachel. Like what? I'm Mom. Who are you talking to? She's like, now that I have your attention.
Well, I'm just gonna say this.
Everybody involved. I just wanted to point that out. That he has so many notes. He has so many. Now I'm going to go back to being over here in this pocket.
Just play switch.
All I'm going to say is, Cactus, if you go back to the first show, somebody else called you by your government name, and they're wearing a black hat with sunglasses.
I know. I called them out.
No. So, we can remove the hat and the glasses very quickly.
It's been happening a lot. I was at like a derby gathering Saturday night, and someone was like, who has never called me Rachel ever, was like, oh, hey, Rachel. And I was like, who? Like other people were like, who is Rachel? Like, who are you talking to?
Yeah. Oh, I totally get that. Like, there are a very select handful of people in pro wrestling that call me by my shoot name. And it's like, that lets you know what type of relationship we have. Everybody else, you can call me Backwoods, you can call me Brown, you can call me Woodsy,
And they like in wrestling, people think it's weird that I call people by their gimmick names and not
at all.
No, I've really had people be like, that's so and so, and I'm like, yeah, but like in Derby, everyone's by their name.
Yeah,
that's the point, isn't it? So I guess I've just met some weirdos.
There are plenty of them. Like a quarter, not in one.
I
like Andrew.
Just come to Richmond Park on a Sunday.
Me Rachel. Hot Rod won't even call me Cactus. He calls me Rachel.
That's just bad.
Disrespect.
Y'all just on a different level, so
yeah.
But I don't even introduce myself anymore with my shoot name. Because hi, I'm Red,
Yeah.
And if I like you, hey, I'm Uncle Red. If I don't like you, I'm Fuck You Red.
That's not.
So,
Your name is Fuck You.
So like I'm in purgatory because you're red.
so
Oh, that's all right. You know how much I like you when I see you at a show. It's if you just get a handshake and hey, what's up, man? Or if you get a handshake and oh, what's up, brother? But if you
Mhm.
dude, you did that at Blizzard Brawl to this dude. I don't know if you remember.
oh, I,
The drunk dude in line after the match, and we were getting libations.
yeah,
And he was like, "Hey, bro, how are you?" And he was like, "What's up, bro?" And it
Yep.
was like, oh, this. I was like, please just shut up and take your drink and leave, because if you say the wrong thing in the next 15 seconds,
red
oh,
red nose, like, bro, you just need to ride, man. Like, I ain't got time for this shit. Okay.
Steve. So, pick your 2 top notes.
Oh no, I'm not. We're
Just know.
we got obligations to John Bullard to talk about Chicagoland. We'll do that after we're finished here. There's too many stories to tell with Backwoods to go and review show.
That's the hour.
Going to overtime. We're going to overtime. Red, you call. Where's the quarter? Let's flip. We'll see who gets the ball first.
Hey,
All
you
right,
tell John Bullard to book me for one of those Chicagoland shows.
Call it, Red.
Head always.
What does that say? You lose. All right.
What do I lose?
You don't lose anything. I just wanted to be dramatic.
I
Backwoods, you are at the height of your wrestling powers.
Yes.
1,000 days as a champion, wrestling in front of thousands of people. What more can you do? What more do you want to do?
For me, man, the ultimate goal, and it's just always been the ultimate goal, is I got to get to Japan. I have to go to Japan.
Then we got to get you into Chicagoland.
Now we'll talk about John Bullard. So we'll send a message to John right now because we're about to talk about his show. John Bullard, known you a while, respect you. We're going to do commentary together at Crash Tested. Book this man. I want to see the Hellbillies fight Youth Gone Wild. That's just me. I think that
I
would
want
be
to see it.
I think that would be a banger. I think that would be hot. Or I wouldn't mind seeing the Hellbillies blast apart the Sin City Playboys and knock the cocky right out of Telly Bertinelli. Bertarelli. What is it?
Bertarelli.
Oh, I've owed Tully an ass whooping for a couple years. So
yeah, we'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. And if you want New Japan Pro Wrestling activities, we had our big return show this past Sunday, and we had a New Japan Pro Wrestling superstar, Red. What were your thoughts on Yuya? Because I saw some fan pictures. I never see fan pictures from Red, but Red was taking fan pictures.
I mean, the dude is from New Japan. I mean, you know what? He was real. So I want people to watch the video because I think the match versus Paragon speaks for itself. Like I can't do it justice. But the guy is the most laid back, humblest person I've ever met. Like half the time you didn't know he was there. And that was odd, I guess, especially coming from our locker rooms. You know, if you put me and Marche in the locker room together, it's gonna get pretty loud. I think the only reason you ain't gotta agree back with.
And then you add Shogun, and it gets even louder.
Yeah, then you get So I mean, it kept growing, but all the guys, whether from New Japan or Dragon Gate, or even the guys that came down from Canada, they were real humble and approachable, and not just to us, but to the fans. And I think that was the most important thing, that fans got to see these guys live up close and in person. And it's, you know, you meet some people from different areas and they can be real buttholes. Let's just be honest, you know, but these guys were down to earth. Yuya was one of the, matter of fact, he was the first one I met. And I thought, you know, he was gonna, you know, chop me in the throat or something, you know. And, you know, he stood up and he shook my hand and introduced himself, and I introduced myself. I gave my shoot name because I did not want to get hit in the throat. So
he told me I talk good, so thumbs up for talking good.
So I shook his hand, and I didn't know if I should bow or not. So I was kind of waiting to see if he bowed before I bowed. I'm being honest, I didn't know.
I want a picture of that. That would have been fantastic.
I didn't know, you know. So I didn't want any disrespect, because I want these guys to keep coming back, and I want our relationship to
You
be.
talked about Dragon Gate, and how about that Manny Cortez Lestrella match? I mean, the fans at the end of that match were chanting, "Please come back." We don't even know when the next show is, and they're already asking these two Dragon Gate guys to come back.
Dude, we've said it. I've said it. Marche has said it. Jazz has said it. When you work in a company that you have no idea about, and the fans chant that, that is a special moment.
Mm-hmm.
So for our fans at CCW to chant that after that match, they want more. And, you know, John Bullard, Backwoods Brown, bring him. He knocks him down. Oh, I'm just.
Yeah, I was
Ross already there. He whipped the holy shit out of Nerd.
Well, didn't
That
nobody.
was like he owed him money.
First of all, Nerd should have understood to eat a sandwich before he came out there and decided to run his mouth. I'm just saying, like, he should have went to the concession stand, ate a bunch of food, drank some liquid death, and then tried to, bruh.
Hell, bring me in and let me work Jay. We've only ever had one singles, and it was a Texas bull rope match, and we beat the hell out of each other. He actually took a picture from the match and made it a t-shirt, and him choked me with the rope, which, you know, I take offense to, you know.
Nothing says friendship more than making a t-shirt of you choking your friend with a rope. I might do that with Red.
I was like, damn, man, I stood up in your wedding. Like, what the hell?
Actually, I'd like to see Backwoods come in and fight Paragon, because I'd like to see somebody shut up Paragon for a change. You got to
Rion has
He's calling his second time out. You have one left.
So we're just gonna blow past you choking Red?
No, I wanted a picture on a t-shirt. I'm not gonna actually do it. I can't.
Right.
He can fly. Remember, it's like Michael Jordan. He can fly. He's R. Kelly. No, not R. Kelly in the way you think I said R. Kelly. Back. Yeah, never mind.
Steve, no more.
I believe.
Oh, Steve.
No more talking.
No more time.
You know, and I
more
do have to say this, Rion. I am still heartbroken and upset that we didn't get to have that match at Crash Tested that was advertised with me and Jay versus you and Willie. We were looking forward to it.
I'm totally fine with not having that match, because I already know what that was going to be.
Hey, CEO Jed Williamson. Willie's around. Jay's around. Backwoods is around.
Hey,
Right here.
Rion, all I'm gonna say is at Chicagoland, I saw a picture of you way back when, not wrestling.
What are you talking
Just
about?
saying.
Who?
Who?
Rion.
No, I saw there's a picture of Rion.
Me?
Oh.
I saw you. Yeah, I saw a picture of you.
Over
So-
there?
So
Yeah.
So because your favorite tag team, No Coast, is now selling 8x10s.
Oh yeah.
2 of them, and both of them are with you.
I was like, who's that skinny little guy? And it was
With-
you.
I know that picture.
It's two of them.
You
So
can
it's
probably
like,
find that picture right now.
so it's like one when they're like 7 and 8, and then another one where they're like 14
12 and
15.
13.
You know, and I asked Brian, I said, dude, does Rion know you're like selling these?
Yeah, I bought one from him.
And they were like, yeah, he's cool with it.
You know,
Okay.
and another match I'd love to have, but you know, nobody in Illinois will book me. I think a lot of places, you know, think I'm too expensive now. Max Holiday. Me and Max have never, ever had a singles match.
That's still nuts to me.
I'm gonna text Hunter Payne right now. We're getting that shit at SCW. We're gonna make
You
that.
know, I just want to do it once. You know, like, you know, why not? I have this, you know, a select handful of guys that never got to do it with, and again, why not? I mean, I think me and Max could have some fun, tell a great story. I mean, you know, he's one of those area guys that I'm like, how the hell have we never worked? But again, like I said, nobody. And I'm born and raised from Chicago, but I can't get a booking in the state of Illinois to save my life. So,
Been hearing
the Hot Rod does booking for Wrestle League, so I can tell him.
yeah,
So,
I'm
pretty
again.
sure
I tell everybody the same thing. I'm open for whatever, as long as we can agree to the money. That is.
yeah, I literally interrupted a serious conversation between John and like two people from Rocket Pro Wrestling to be like, hey, you guys should book Greg Jones because he comes to shows that he's not booked on to help with the ring. And they were like, oh yeah. And I was like, I should do PR for wrestlers. And I turned around and walked away.
That happened. That's real. Real talk.
That's the only thing I ever tell anybody, because you know, a lot of times people will reach out to me about, hey man, I'd love to have you on the show, and the conversation starts the same way. Then I say, well, what's the date? They give me the date. I check to see if I'm available, and I respond the same way to everybody. Okay, here comes the fun part where the conversation is going to fall apart. This is how much money it costs, and it's non-negotiable. Then they're like, oh, okay. Fine by me, bro. I will sit my fat ass at home and or take somebody else's date. You know,
not enough people in this business know their value, and I'm learning that it's something that I didn't understand until very recently.
Hot Rod.
I tell the young guys this all the time. You have to know what you're worth and stand by it. And I fully know I fully know my worth, and I do not back down from what it is. And I have had to call out people and, hey man, this is light. This is not what we agreed to. Mm-hmm. So either we're gonna rectify it or I'm stealing a bunch of shit.
When I realized my worth, started getting 3 hot dogs instead of just 1.
I get my ass kicked for free. What am I doing wrong?
Screen.
You got Cactus. You got to work on that.
I know.
Soon I'm gonna have 4.
I gotta figure out how to be the only paid roller derby skater in the United States.
Yeah, you know, where everybody's like, "Oh man, can you cut me a deal?" I don't know you good enough to cut you a deal.
Yeah,
that doesn't work out or benefit me.
How does that work for you at Jewel when you're buying your groceries? Hey, cut me a deal.
Right.
What is like the gas station is totally gonna understand that I cut.
Oh, no problem. We'll cut you a deal at the pump. Ain't no deal at the pump.
Nope. And see, and then the thing is, their idea of what a deal is way less than half of what I asked you for. That ain't a deal. That's you getting over on me. And ain't nobody getting over on me.
I fix cars for a living, and everybody thinks that I'm Monty Hall. Let's make a deal. I'm not a not-for-profit organization. You know, that's how we keep the lights on.
Exactly. So, you know, that I tell the young guys that all the time, especially if it's a young guy that I see promise and potential in. Like, you have to know your worth, and don't be afraid to ask for it.
Don't be afraid. So, Backwoods, as always, you just are the perfect cap to any night that we have here.
Oh,
We love
so
having
stop.
you on this show. We will have 2 shows just to get to talk to you, and you make Red swoon, which is, you know, I just enjoy that whole thing. And you kept. This is the first show we did 2 tonight, and this is the first time Cactus has made it all the way home. And because, you know, it gets to the point where, you know, she's like, okay, well, you don't need me anymore, and goes. Next week she's running things because it's all knockouts. We don't even need to be here. It's all Cactus and
you need to be.
well, I'll be here because I got the Zoom.
Are you not going to be here?
No, I'll be here.
No, he needs.
No, I'm talking about
I'm here.
Leon. Are you not going to be here?
Why would I not be?
Red, are you not going to be here?
But I'm not be here.
I don't know.
Seem to have some communication issues, but we will be
Yeah.
back next Tuesday. Backwoods, Red said it all. We love you. We're always happy to have you. Anytime you want to come on this show, you message me and we will make that happen because you're spun gold when you come on, and we love talking to you.
I appreciate it, man, and I appreciate you guys having me on, especially to pub, you know, the big show next Friday. That's, you know, real near and dear to my heart, man. And I would definitely love to come back, and, you know, even if I don't have anything to, you know, to promote, and just shoot the shit and you know, do some fun stuff. And, you know, maybe next time I can tell the amazing harrowing story of me losing my gear bag and my boots and finding them. I don't know, that story involves somebody. I don't know if I want to put their information out there, but, you know, that's even a conversation for off air. But it's a crazy, like, once in a lifetime type of story.
Dude.
Well, you've just teased your next upcoming appearance. So Backwoods will be back, and we will talk about the case of the missing gear bag. We've got ourselves a Scooby-Doo mystery, kids.
We do.
So
Dude, if this show wants to hit platinum, not gold, platinum, it needs to be you, it needs to be Shay, and it needs to be Jay.
Oh,
okay.
dude.
So
Let's make that happen, man.
Backwoods, Shay, and Jay. We'll get it. You know what? I like to have a big show at the end of the year. Maybe that's how we go out in 22.
Let's do it, man. Let's get that VIP family reunion and go down that rabbit hole of adventures and stories, and
go out on a banger with those guys. I like what I'm hearing. We're going to work on that.
Oh, maybe we can find Andrikis. Well, Ali is too big now for us. So
yeah.
Hey, you find anybody you want. I can get up to 24 people on this Zoom call. It'd be a little chaotic, but we make it work. It's all in the name of comedy. It's all in the name of wrestling. It's all what we name and what we do. All in the name of Derby. All right, we're done. Backwoods, thank you so much. We will be back next Tuesday night with the Chicagoland knockouts. Cactus,
Hey,
why are you looking?
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm listening. Bated breath.
Are you going to be at the Wrestle League show on Saturday?
You know, here's the thing. I'm going to tell a quick story before we go because this is fun.
I need a yes or a no.
Well, I want to tell you. I'm going to tell
need
you
a yes
no.
or a no.
I'm going to tell you no.
It's my time right now. Yes or no?
No.
So you're going to miss my debut.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You're wrestling?
I'm not wrestling, no, but you're going to miss my debut.
Listen, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you why. See, I should.
No, I don't care.
Everything that happens.
I don't
you
care.
Don't care, but I care. I have to justify.
I don't.
it. You reset the timer.
I haven't even started the time. I knew what it was.
It's my wife's birthday. And Sunday, Shogun asked me to do commentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to so badly. And I came home last night and we're talking about her birthday. And she's like, oh, I want to do this and this and this on Saturday. And I'm like, what if we do it on Sunday? And she looked at me and said, you said you weren't booked this weekend. And I said, I know, but there's this Wrestle League is in Homewood for the first time.
Okay.
They want me to do it. And she said, you do what you feel is right,
Oh, see
which
what
is
you were
code
saying.
for you better not do it. And
Mhm.
I'm smart enough after 15 going on 16 years of marriage to know that there are limits to how far I can push this wrestling thing. So,
Yes.
as much as I want to see you, as much as I want to sit next to John Bullard at Wrestle League,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose half my shit.
Okay.
Smart
I'll
man.
allow it.
You're going to have to allow it. But I will be there on the 22nd for the Chicagoland Knockouts. And we're going to have some knockouts on this show next week as the Power Hour does full on roller derby. On behalf of C Red, the Urban Sensation, the Real Deal Rion Skills, who's gone to sleep, the Cactus One, and our fine guest and our good friend, Backwoods Brown, who is rocking and rolling all October long. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you next time on the Power Hour. Good night, everybody.